Could a palm-sized drone actually replace your travel gimbal and your little action cam? Today we're talking about the DJI Neo 2, and yes, there are strong signs it's landing on October 30th. In this video, I'll walk you through the likely announcement window, the real upgrades that matter, and why this tiny quad could be the most useful little drone DJI has made. Stick around. Later, I'll reveal the one spec that makes the Neo 2 feel like a proper mini cine tool, not just a toy. Here's the logic. FCC listings went public in late July, and historically DJI moves from filing to announcement in roughly 110 days. So what's the arrival plan? Insider chatter and dealer schedules now point to an October 30th reveal. That timeline lands us right on October 30th, and even if DJI shifts slightly, it still keeps the release well within the prime holiday window before mid-January. October feels likely, which means it could arrive just in time for holiday shopping and travel content season. I'll tell you why that timing changes who should care. This is still a sub 250-gram drone, so no registration headaches. But it's not the old selfie drone vibe. Imagine a palm-sized machine built like a mini Sinoop, compact, with built-in prop guards for safe indoor flying and FPV-style agility when you want it. It's being pitched as the bridge between beginner-friendly and entry-level FPV. That means simple assisted modes for new pilots and sportier responsiveness for creators who want dynamic shots. You know what's funny? Small drones often compromise on power. The Neo 2 looks like it flips that script. Battery capacity jumps from 1,435 to 1,660 mAh. Practically that translates from about 18 minutes previously to roughly 20 to 25 minutes now. Those extra minutes matter when you're lining up a tracking shot. Wind resistance is reportedly up to level 5, and top speed reaches around 16 meters per second in sport mode, so it holds the course outdoors better than you might expect. The big connectivity news is 04 transmission with up to 10 kilometers range under FCC rules. Even if you never fly that far, 04 means cleaner, lower latency video for tighter framing and smoother control. Here's the heart of the upgrade. The Neo 2 is said to move to a 1/1.3-inch CMOS sensor, a real step up from the 1/2-inch sensor in the first model. Expect noticeably better low light, wider dynamic range, and cleaner colors. It shoots 4K at 60 frames per second, supports 10-bit HDR, and offers D-Log-M for grading flexibility. There's also roughly 22 gigabytes of onboard storage for spontaneous flights when you forget a card. Automation gets a boost too with Active Track 6.0 plus gesture and voice controls, and compatibility with an RC motion controller for tilt-based steering. Imagine solo vlogging, where you stay in the frame and the drone handles the rest. Trust me on this one, that changes the creator workflow. Price leaks put the base set near $229 with standard kits around $229 to $329 and Fly More style combos scaling to about $429 to $529 depending on accessories. That positions the Neo 2 as a serious value in the compact category. So what do we creativity? This feels less like a sequel and more like a full refresh. Same lightweight freedom but much stronger camera, longer flight, better transmission and smarter automation. For travelers and creators who refuse to sacrifice image quality for portability, this might be the little drone they finally take seriously. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is DJI quietly turning the airline into a mini Mavic? Today we've got a fresh look at a leaked DJI Air 4 prototype, and I'm breaking down everything that matters. The weird new top cover, the twin front sensors, that LED beacon for night ops, and the redesigned front that looks suspiciously like an upgraded LiDAR array. Stick around. Later I'll point out the one change that could make this a must upgrade for a lot of pilots. Okay, picture this. A damaged prototype photo from a trusted leaker shows a top shell that's familiar but different. Two clear front sensors sit under the cover next to an LED beacon for nighttime visibility, and the sensor layout mirrors what we've been seeing in Mavic 4 rumors. Prototype caveat: this might not be the final look, but the direction is loud and clear. DJI seems to be standardizing sensor layout across models, which would be huge for feature parity. What really stands out is the new front sensor array that looks like an upgraded LiDAR system. If that's accurate, we're talking better performance in low light, more reliable obstacle detection at longer range, and smarter night flying. Noticeably absent are the corner wide-angle sensors we expect on the Air 3S. That suggests DJI is placing more trust in LiDAR-based sensing over a multi-corner camera approach. Translation: fewer blind spots and cleaner data for avoidance algorithms, especially when light gets scarce. The prototype also shows thicker, more robust arms, a sign DJI might be prioritizing durability and stability. That kind of structural change can reduce vibration, help with heavier gimbals, and make the whole craft feel more locked in during windy shoots. On the imaging side, leaks hint at two 1-inch sensors, variable aperture, possibly even a mechanical shutter and more aggressive 4K frame rate options. If true, that's a serious bump in low light performance and creative control for videographers. Flight time and transmission rumors are optimistic too, but treat those as hopeful, not gospel. If DJI really merges Mavic-style sensing into the Air lineup, it's a strategic move. Streamline manufacturing, push top-tier features down the range, and create clearer product differentiation by software and accessories instead of hardware placement alone. For Air 3S owners, the question becomes simple. Do the new sensors and build justify an upgrade? For casual flyers, the takeaway might be better safety and night capability. For pros, the camera and possibly mechanical shutter are the headline items. Price will matter a lot here, and that's where we wait for confirmation. So, is the Air 4 going to be a game changer or an evolutionary step toward a single DJI vision? Early signs lean toward game-changing for obstacle avoidance and low-light shooting, but we should expect tweaks before any final release. What do you think? Would LiDAR and two 1-inch sensors be enough to make you upgrade from an Air 3S? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I read them all. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss my upcoming side-by-side comparison between these Air 4 leaks and the Mavic 4 rumors. Trust me on this one, the next few months could get very interesting for drone fans.